Hey, yo, what's going on, y'all, boys? And welcome back to the Scrolls, man. And today, we got another one for y'all, bro. Y'all already know what I'm finna say. Some more quality that you can add to your bag, bro. Now, look, I think we can all agree. It's a million different ways to approach women, right? Some of them work, some of them don't. Some of them have you looking crazy out here in these streets. But some approaches, bro, you put that joint together in the right way, it'll have you looking like big dog. It'll make her whole month. Now, if you talk to the OGs out here, they'll tell you, as far as like with the young or that's younger than them, the art of approaching women is pretty much dead. Now, I don't think that's dead. I just think a lot of is scared, bro. So we finna get the 3 very simple secrets to approaching joints in public that give you some real wins, bro. Because I'll give you a little game on it. A lot of the losses that you might be worried about, that shit don't even matter when you win a lot. So make sure y'all like, comment, sub up, all the other good YouTube. And shout out to the new members, man. By now, y'all already know what it is, man. Hear my music. Alright, bro. If y'all still vibing with us by now, y'all already know how we rocking over here. We ain't wasting no time playing around the bush with you. We just jumping right on into this shit. Now look, something that need to be said before we even jumping into these 3 things that we finna talk about. The art of approaching women, bro, is not as hard as you making it seem. See, a lot of the time, bro, in our head, we build up this 50-foot giant that we gotta slay in order to get a joint number, and it's like, all that ain't even the case, bro. Most of the time, it just take saying something, or not being weird, or being funny, or just being yourself, bro. You got to change your mindset, bro. You got to change your mindset from thinking about the bad shit that can happen and think about the good shit. See, one thing that I know about this game, something that I've heard and you've heard, you miss 100% of them shots that you don't take. And there's really no way around getting better at talking to women without doing it, bro. That would be like saying, I'm never going to take any shots or ever practice on my jump shot. But when I get in the game, I'm only shooting 3s. That shit probably ain't going to work out for you, my boy. See, when we talking about women, bro, and the approach, what you got to really figure out is what works for you. It ain't no magic wand, bro. It ain't no potion. It ain't no certain set of steps that you can do to make her fuck with you. What you got to really figure out with women is what they fuck with when it come to you and what they don't fuck with. See, me, for instance, bro, I'm tall as hell and I got nice teeth. So I stand up and I smile, bro. That shit works for me. What you got to do is figure out what works for you. It ain't no secret pickup lines or something that I can tell you that's 100% gonna work on every woman to ever walk the earth, bro. It really don't work like that. But I'll tell you this, once you find out what women fuck with when it comes to you, you tend to form a little game. And when you form that game, what you'll realize is all women are different, but they fall for the same shit. And that right there, my boy, is how you increase your chances of winning. Now, speaking of winning, when we talking about approaching women in public, just in general, bro, a lot of the time, it feel like niggas just be doing it just to do it. You just doing it just to see if you can get the number or see if you can get the date or whatever. You think she can't sense that shit? 9 times out of 10, they smarter than us anyway, bro. She know when you want something from her. So my advice in approaching a woman, you need to approach with a purpose, bro. You need to really be trying to build a connection, and that's how you gonna make her vibe with you. Not just then, but over time, dog. See, when you talk about women, bro, they want to connect on so many different levels to kind of weed you out from the niggas who be on some fuck shit. Or the niggas who they think be on some fuck shit. Whether you one of them niggas or you not, what you need to do is put your shit together in the right way, bro, so she fuck with you in public and fuck with your campaign so you ain't got to worry about taking that ill or getting embarrassed, bro. And one of the best ways to do that is when you approach her, build a connection, bro. And it don't got to be no deep connection, no crazy shit. It just got to be some simple shit. Let's just say if I saw a woman somewhere, bro, and I saw her and she had a necklace on and it was like some Jamaican shit, right? And I walked up to her. What I would say is, I like your necklace. Of course she gonna say thank you. Now you already open the door to start a conversation. Keep that shit rolling. You tell her some shit about, hey, I done been to Jamaica before. She from Jamaica. Now we making a connection and we building on something. Now don't let you be Caribbean too. Now you done really vibed on something. You think shawty is gonna forget about you when you walk away. See, a lot of the time what we want to have is the joint fucking with us tough and she all on our nuts and shit, but we ain't really saying nothing. We ain't built no connection. She don't know about the vibe. You might look a certain type of way, but yeah, by the time she get to the house, she done forgot. What you got to really do is have a connection that y'all can really build on, bro. What I've learned by doing shit like that, for instance, with the example we just talked about, if I got her number, first message I send her is something about Jamaica or make her laugh. Something cool, something smooth to ease into the conversation that ain't just saying, hey, or your name. Because now guess what? You ain't no different from any other nigga, bro. Now you got to try to open her up and peel back them layers, bro, where them layers could have already started off where she had a connection with you and she felt like she should already open up to you by herself. You see, in this whole game, bro, you can't be so pressed to get the number or so pressed to get the date. What you really got to be worried about, bro, worried about building that connection with y'all. If it's only a 5-minute conversation, y'all got a connection, what you think gonna happen when you text her if you get the number? She gonna text back fast, right? Because she feel like she got a connection with you. Bro, we talking about women here. They love love. They love to be approached in a certain way or have a connection or feel like, oh, this shit meant to be. Well, my nigga, if you know that that's the case, why are you not putting that shit into your game plan to where she feel like she got that connection with you off real? See, if you just jump for the number or for the date or show I got the bread to do this or I can take you here or show you this or whatever, you can do all that, but when you get there, what y'all gonna talk about? See, in this game, bro, what you gotta do is be different. If you the same as everybody else, guess what? At a certain point in time, she gonna stop texting you back. She gonna stop vibing with you. She gonna stop showing you love because guess what? You fell into that same lane that every other nigga that approached her fell into. And you don't gotta do that, bro. Approach it with some purpose. Now, I'm not telling you that you shouldn't ask for the date in person. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not telling you that you shouldn't ask for the number in person. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is before you get to that, build a connection, build the vibe, build a rapport, bro. It can be in 3 to 5 minutes that you build a connection and shout to feel like, oh, this shit meant to be. Or you can approach that shit in a different way and try to do that shit in another way, and then now you got less success because you got to open somebody up or do a whole bunch of shit in order to get them to get where you want to go. You don't really need to do all that, bro. That's not necessary. You can approach the game in a certain type of way to where she want to vibe with you because she feels that connection or that vibe with you because you different. And shit, what I tell you from this approach, bro, what is different than another approach where you so pressed for the number and so pressed for the date, what you'll see is she feel like she got a little less pressure on her. And she'll just naturally open up to you, bro, because she feel like she know you. She feel like she got a connection. She feel like she got a vibe with you. But if she don't feel like none of that and you just got the date and now you trying to build that shit off a text message, good luck, my boy, because it possibly could happen or it couldn't happen. But shit, what you doing is taking your percentage of actually making her fuck with you. You taking that shit down. And why not just take that percentage and push it to the highest it can go? Now, I ain't saying you got to be all lovey-dovey or say some crazy shit or this, that, and the third. The whole point is to build natural chemistry, bro. Have a connection and be able to vibe on that shit. And I guarantee you, you'll be like, damn, she giving you hella play. And it's only because she feel like she got a connection with you and you different from everybody else. Now, speaking of being different, bro, one of the main things that I want to get into when we talking about the art of approaching a woman or approaching women in public in general, dog, body language is everything. See, body language, that shit can send your chances through the roof. Or it'll have her not fucking with your campaign at all, bro. And you ain't even said shit. I'm talking about everything from eye contact, the way you move, the way you stand, bro, your posture, bro. If you stand up a certain type of way and you look a certain type of way, I don't know why, but women love that shit, dog. I remember when I was a kid, man, my dad used to always tell me something, bro, like, you tall, stand up tall with your shoulders back and walk like a king. And that's some of the best advice I ever got, bro. When you walk into a room and you got a certain vibe to you, and you stand a certain type of way, when you move a certain type of way, the way you walk, the way you make eye contact with joints, bro, without saying a word, she already fucking with your whole campaign and you ain't even said nothing, dog. See, the body language thing is one of those things that I had to learn that is very important, dog. And the craziest part is you're not even saying shit in order to get your point across. It's just your vibe, the way you are, who you are when you walk in the room, when you talking to a joint. Are you leaning in? Are you showing interest in what she has to say? All that stuff matters, bro. A lot of the time, bro, I think we don't think that shit matter because we ain't even paying attention to it. We just slouching, we just kicking it, we just doing whatever. But in her brain, that shit registering like a computer, bro. And you'll be there, got yourself counted out before you even said a word, dog. So look, the body language thing is way more important than you think, bro. When you walk into a room, walk in a certain type of way with a certain type of presence. Now, I'm not telling you to be arrogant or weird or any of that other shit. It's a fine line between having a certain type of aura, a certain type of vibe, a certain presence about yourself, and just being an asshole. And you don't want to be on the arrogant side because you don't need to be, dog. Women don't respond to that well, man. Women respond to vibes that they fuck with. But I'll tell you this, bro. For whatever reason, that body language shit, they be real in tune with. They can feel the vibe of a strong man. like a leader, or somebody who walks in the room and has a presence. And if you have that presence, you will never have to worry about no aura, no vibe, or anything like that. Shit, to be honest, a lot of the time they'll come to you. So have your body language together, bro, because I can guarantee you this, my boy. Joints is always watching. So you might as well give us something to look at. Now, speaking of something to look at, bro, one of my favorite things to do when approaching the joint or whatever, after you got the number, you done had the interaction, y'all done built the connection and the vibe and all that shit, right? Leaving the conversation is one of the most important things to make her be thinking about you. Not just now, but until you hit her up, bro. See, when you doing this whole shit, you got to end the interaction after you got the number, after you did all that shit like a pro, bro. You got to make her feel like she need to be around you. She need to fuck with you. She needs you in her life. So when you hit her phone, she hit you right back. When you give her a call, she gonna definitely pick up. Because guess what, my boy? You do this in the right way, she gonna be waiting on you. Now, one of the main ways I like to do this, bro, let's just say if this is a joint that you see all the time. Y'all go to the gym together. Y'all might work together. Let's just say y'all go to school together. And you finally did it, dog. You know, built a connection, good body language. You did everything you need to do. And now the interaction is almost over, bro. And it's time to cap it on off, right? All you really need to do if you ever find yourself in that situation, to cap it on off, is say, all right, I'll catch you. Next time, don't be acting like you don't know me. And throw her name in there. Now, you basically already won because she think about you, bro. You put yourself in the driver's seat. And at this point, you cooking with gas. Now, even if you had this certain type of interaction, and let's just say everything is good. Let's just say the vibe is smooth, everything running good, and you done made a connection, and you feel like, hey, I'm finna go in for the kill and ask for the number or the date or whatever. And she say, well, I don't get my number out. It's very important how you respond to that shit, my boy, because shit, she don't gotta give you her number. And she might be waiting. She might be playing her own type of game. Or she just might have certain things that happen in her life where she don't want to give her number out right at that moment. That's her right, bro. And how you handle that shit, it'll come back to you on the back end, bro, and really work for you as a win. Let me tell y'all boys a quick little story how I won off that. Story from the game, right? So I remember I used to go to like Stone Mountain Park and like run the mountain and shit. I used to go there all the time, bro. Just run the mountain. And it was this joint that used to always be there too. She is bad, bro. Like bad. Like to this day, bro, she bad. Like she one of the ones, dog. And I used to see her up there all the time. So you know how you do the whole little gym fitness thing where like you see somebody and the first day is just like, what up? And then it kind of like builds on that. You kind of just talk to a person, but you don't really build no connection or no vibe or nothing. You just like, what up? On some gym type shit, right? We here every day around the same time. So shit, acknowledge the person. I remember one particular day, and I get to the mountain kind of late over there. So I'm over here stretching over there, just doing my thing. And I see Shawty walking up the mountain. And she doing her thing like she always do. But on this day, I can see her. She in the mountain. She got this bright ass cast on her hand. Like this bright pink ass cast. I'm like, damn. I'm thinking to myself, like, damn, what happened? But I don't say nothing because she already started climbing the mountain and shit. They had already started walking and all that. I started doing my whole little stretching and shit. And I'm way behind them. So it ain't even like no thing. I don't even think twice about that shit. Like, oh shit, something happened. But I ain't even really like locked in like that. To be honest, I was really more worried about my workout. So I start my whole shit and I start to run up the mountain, and as I get almost to the top and I'm finna run past her as she's walking, I see her shoe is untied or whatever. And I tell her, I was like, hey, yo, your shoe untied. And I just kept running to the point to where my goal was, because if you ever been on top of that mountain, I'm running to like to a point to where my goal point is, not just the point of the stairs, the top of the stairs. So I did my whole thing or whatever. I get to the top and I'm about to do some cool down stretches, just, you know, minding my business, just doing my vibe, right? Just doing my whole thing. And I see Shawty and her shoe untied, but it didn't even click in my mind that she couldn't tie her shoe because she got a cast on her hand. This shit didn't even click in my mind, bro. Like, I don't know why this shit didn't even click in my mind until I see her stuff her shoestrings into like the side of her shoes. And I'm like, oh shit, she can't even tie her shit. So I walk over and I was like, shit, I'll tie that shit for you. And I just tied the shoe or whatever. And that sparked the conversation. I'm like, what happened to your hand? And she started telling me or whatever. And boom, we just vibing, bro. We sitting at the top of the mountain, the top of Stone Mountain. And it's a dope ass view. So it's like some low key romantic type shit, right? And I'm thinking like, boy, I'm putting one together this time. I got this one in the bag, right? We done build a connection, we vibing. And we get to the point where we started to walk back down, bro. And I walk back down with Shawty and we just having a conversation, vibing back and forth, whoop, whoop, whoop. And as we kind of get back to the bottom of the mountain and shit, I asked Shawty for a number. Like, we should go on a date, see what this shit might be. We got a little bit of a connection. It seemed like a straight little vibe, right? And I asked for the number and shit, and she basically told me that she had a boyfriend. So I'm like, damn. Low key, I feel like I just got the Heisman, right? So all I said was, my boy, lucky man, I hope he know what he got. And I just turn around, dip off, bro. Go off to my car, get in my car, whatever, and I dip out. I don't even really think nothing too much about it. So I just keep doing my routine. And I don't see her at the mount no more. Like, I don't see her for probably a while, bro. And I'm at a gym one day, like a local gym, and I see her walk through the door, and I'm like, oh shit, that's Shawty. And it ain't like no big thing, like, oh my God, this, that, and the third. It's just like, okay, I see what she doing. I'm over here doing my whole workout. And I could tell that she peeked me in that bit though. So you know how women do when they want you to talk to them or they want to talk or whatever, they probably put themselves in your eye line, like your view, so you can kind of see them because they want you to approach or whatever. But shit, I'm just doing my workout. I'm sitting on the machine, doing my shit or whatever, just doing what I do. And she kind of walked past me where I had to go. She walked past me trying to walk to the room behind me. And when she walked, I don't know if she did the shit on purpose, but it felt like she did it on purpose. But she walked past me and she look up and she see me, we make eye contact. I'm like, what's up? And we started talking, vibing or whatever, talking about shit. I ain't seen you in a minute, whoop-de-whoop. You know how that shit go when you ain't seen somebody. But bro, during this time, this probably has been 6-7 months since the last time I had seen her on that day at the mount. Bro, her workout shit went through the roof. Like, she bad at this point. If she was a 9 then, she was definitely a 10 at this point, the next time I seen her. So we started having a conversation, and it was cool, like cool little connection. I don't really think nothing of it. I don't ask for no number or nothing because shit, last time she told me she had somebody, so I'm thinking they still rocking strong. So the conversation end or whatever, and she go do her thing, like on one side of the gym, I'm on the other side of the gym, just vibing, doing what I'm doing. And I remember I go over to the bench, and I'm at the bench, and I'm doing my workout, my bench workout, and she telling me she finna leave and this, that, and the third. And I was like, cool, good seeing you and all that. You know how that shit go, hugs and all that shit. But this whole time, bro, I'm still thinking that she got somebody, bro. So I ain't putting no full court. It ain't nothing. Like, I'm not saying nothing that out of the way, nothing, bro. I'm not doing that. I'm just trying to be on my best behavior. And she asked me for my number, bro. And shit, I'm like, damn, don't you got a situation, this, that, and the third? And she gave me the whole rundown about a month after the last time I saw her and shit like that. That shit died out. And she been single since then, and I'm like, okay. So I give her my number, and shit, she hit me like, right away. So we vibing or whatever and shit. We met on Stone Mountain, so it was just logically to me to set up a date doing some hiking type shit. So we all off in the Blue Ridge Mountains, hiking and shit, smoking and seeing all this dope ass shit. And it's probably one of the best interactive dates I've ever been on, bro. And you know, we end up, doing what we do, but all that shit end up happening off the fact that how I handled when she said she had somebody, bro. I ain't go crazy. I ain't do no wild shit. I ain't do no lame shit. I ain't talk about it, this, that, and the third. I just handled that shit, took it in stride, minded my business. And for whatever reason, that shit was stuck in her mind. So, hey, now that's 3 things that you can put into your bag that substantially increase your chances of winning when you approaching the joint in public, bro. Because the approach is everything. Approach with a purpose, dog. Don't just approach with trying to get the date. Approach with trying to build a connection, and the date gonna come. Body language is huge, bro. If you in a room, she want to be with a man who's strong, a man who is seen as one of them ones, bro. So don't be somewhere slouching down and thinking that you finna get the baddest joint in the room, because it just really don't work like that, bro. And number 3, probably the most important, is how you end the interaction, bro. Do it like a pro. Make her think about you. Make her day, bro. Put it together in the right way, and I guarantee you will see a lot more love will be shown to you, where you don't feel like you gotta make somebody pull their walls down or make them open up or whatever. They feel like they got a connection with you and they vibe with you in that certain type of way. They'll open up themselves. So take them 3, y'all put them in y'all bag, and y'all let me know how it works. Make sure you like, comment, sub up, and all that other good YouTube shit. Shout out to the new members, dog. But until next time, y'all already know what it is, man. It's the Scrolls.